as we did before, I think it's really important for all of us to work on a grounding technique, something that when you feel activated, in other words, we've been talking a lot about being online and offline activation. And as a matter of fact, if everyone just takes one moment before we do this exercise, just take one moment. If you close your eyes and you scan your body, you'll notice, just notice areas of tension that probably shouldn't be there, that you certainly would prefer not there. You might feel it in the stomach, in the chest, your neck, an area of tension. And you can kind of just notice it there. Now, sometimes that tension is so intense. It's so intense. It's your sign that you're probably somewhat offline. You're somewhat offline. And as we've discussed again and again and again, when you're offline, it's not a great time to connect with other people because you're somewhat in a protective and defensive mode. So this is a little grounding technique that when you learn it, in the course of your day, if you repeat it until you get this really good and you're just comfortable with, it's just so incredibly simple. But what it does is it tones down your nervous system. It actually balances you back into that river of life. It helps you get back into this, where you're not outside hyper or hypo-aroused, but you're back a little bit inside. That's what this grounding exercise is for. So I really recommend, it's so simple. And I recommend that you practice this frequently in your lives. Just practice it a lot for the first month, for sure. After you leave here, try and do it many times daily until you just do it naturally. It's so easy for you. And you can actually just use it anytime you want. You can use it when you're driving. You can use it in the shower. You can use it anywhere. You can just find a place to do this exercise, and it helps you settle yourself and bring yourself back online and have a more productive day and more productive life. So let's go through. There are 3 steps to this grounding exercise. They are going to be the physical grounding, the breathing, and then the resourcing. Just 3 steps. I'm going to walk us all through it. Let's all do it together, and we'll have the experience. And hopefully you'll recognize afterwards that tension you scanned for before is a little less. You'll notice it's dissipated. So here's the first thing. Let's sit in a chair, get yourself comfortable. Try and put your feet on the floor if you can. And let's start with feeling the floor. Let's just, wiggle your feet so you can feel your connection, and push your feet a little bit gently into the floor so you can feel the floor. And then sitting on your chair, just notice your back against the back of the chair. Notice the support behind you. And notice the support in the seat of the chair as you sit on the chair, and it holds you. And just be aware, if you can, of the sense of connectedness to the ground through your feet, through the seat of the chair, through the back of the chair, if your arms are on the arms of the chair. Just feel that support and kind of relax into it, letting it support you comfortably. And take a moment just to feel that. And now take a few breaths, like deeply, slowly breathe in and breathe out a few times. Just like slowly in and slowly out. You may notice some tension in your shoulders and your neck. And feel free to kind of move your neck, your head side to side. Just roll your shoulders a bit just to release the tension there. And breathe in and breathe out while you feel the support of the chair. And notice the coolness of the air as it comes in. And see if you can notice the air. Just focus your mind on the air coming in and going out. The coolness as it comes in and then hits the back of the throat. Feel your lungs expanding. And then the warm air exhaling. Breathing in. Just noticing the air coming in and out. Now take a moment to take a quick look around the room at an object, a color, picture, shape, something in the room that when your eyes rest upon it, it feels comfortable. Gives you a sense of calm just looking at it. And keep breathing in and out. Just notice that thing, that object. And if you can, you could even close your eyes and still see that object and feel the calmness from it. All the time breathing in and out slowly. If you want, you can glance again at the object and feel the grounding of the chair, the support of the chair. And relax into the moment. And notice the calming in your body as you breathe in and out. If you feel any tension, glance again at your object, your resource. It helps calm your nervous system. Now, I hate to bring everyone back, but this grounding, simple grounding technique, if you find yourself in a moment of panic, anxiety, conflictual relationship with someone that's not going well, the conversation isn't going well, you open a piece of mail and discover your car's being repossessed. Just kidding. But in a moment of anxiety or fear, it's, if you can, take a moment, step away from whatever it is that seems to be evoking the anxiety. And just take a moment, 2, 3, 4 minutes to do this exercise before you bring yourself back into the engagement. And the chances are you'll be re-engaging up here where you want to be in a much healthier just a much more mature, healthy way. My recommendation is after you leave here, it sounds ridiculous, but as many times a day as you can. Sitting on a plane, you can do it 5 times when you're on the plane. Just as many times as you can, do this exercise. Because what happens is, after you do it a lot, it becomes so easy, so second nature. You could do it while you're cooking. You could do it while you're walking. It doesn't have to be sitting in the chair. Obviously, that's best when you train into it, but eventually you can do it almost any time. The breathing actually settles the vagus nerve, which are those, the nerves that make us either hyper or hyper aroused. It settles it. And the resourcing, interestingly enough, having that picture in your head has a calming effect on the nervous system. And then you can re-engage life. So practice it a lot until it's kind of second nature. It's your best ally going forward is to have this available whenever. Okay? All right. Enjoy it.